Cold Open, December 1972. CIA Headquarters, Langley, Virginia. Richard Helms, director of the CIA, walks into his office with a single mission. Destroy everything. Burn the files. Erase the evidence. For 20 years, the agency has been conducting illegal experiments on human beings. Breaking minds. Shattering souls. And now, it's all about to be exposed. Setup: what if I told you that for decades, your own government was drugging innocent people without their knowledge? Performing psychological torture on psychiatric patients? Using universities, hospitals, and prisons as testing grounds for mind control? This isn't science fiction. This isn't a conspiracy theory. This is MKUltra. And it's all documented. The story, April 13, 1953. CIA Director Allen Dulles signs off on a top-secret program. Code name, MKUltra. The goal? Complete control of the human mind. The Cold War is raging. The Soviets are reportedly brainwashing American POWs in Korea. The CIA believes America is falling behind in the mind control arms race. Dr. Sidney Gottlieb becomes the program's chief architect. A biochemist with a stutter and a clubfoot. His colleagues call him the Black Sorcerer. His laboratory becomes a chamber of horrors. The experiments begin immediately. LSD. Electroshock therapy. Sensory deprivation. Sleep deprivation for up to 180 hours straight. They test on everyone. CIA agents slip LSD into each other's drinks at office parties. One agent, Frank Olson, jumps from a hotel window 9 days after being secretly dosed. The CIA calls it suicide. His family believes it was murder. But the real horror happens in hospitals and asylums. Dr. Ewan Cameron at Allen Memorial Institute in Montreal becomes MKUltra's most notorious collaborator. His technique, psychic driving. Patients are put into drug-induced comas for weeks. Forced to listen to recorded messages played on endless loops. You are a bad mother. You are a failure. You killed your child. Some patients forget how to walk. How to talk. How to use the bathroom. Their personalities are completely erased. Linda McDonald enters the hospital as a normal mother of 5. She emerges unable to recognize her own children. The experiments spread across 80 institutions. Harvard University. Stanford Research Institute. Prisons in Atlanta and Vacaville. They target the most vulnerable. Psychiatric patients who can't consent. Prisoners who can't refuse. Drug addicts desperate for their next fix. Dr. Gottlieb travels to Tokyo, purchasing exotic poisons from a former Japanese bioweapons expert. He experiments with torture techniques from the Spanish Inquisition. Develops a truth serum that causes temporary insanity. Creates assassination tools disguised as everyday objects. Then comes the first twist. 1963, President Kennedy is assassinated. New investigations threaten to expose the program. But MKUltra continues underground. Subproject 68. Subproject 94. The experiments become more extreme. More brutal. Second twist, 1973. Watergate explodes. Congressional investigations loom. CIA Director Richard Helms orders the destruction of all MKUltra files. Thousands of documents are burned, shredded, lost forever. But some survive. A clerical error saves 20,000 pages. Hidden in a financial records warehouse. In 1975, the Church Committee discovers these files. The public learns the horrifying truth. But here's the final twist: this was just what they found. The destroyed files contained the worst experiments, the most illegal activities, the deepest secrets. We'll never know the full extent of what happened. The mystery: who gave the final authorization for human experimentation? How many people were unknowingly drugged? What happened to the children used in experiments? Dr. Gottlieb claimed he destroyed his personal records in 1973. Convenient timing. The Canadian government paid settlements to survivors, but never admitted wrongdoing. The CIA released heavily redacted documents, but thousands of pages remain classified. Why? What are they still hiding? Some victims never recovered their memories, their identities, their lives. Families were destroyed. Minds were shattered. And the perpetrators? Most died peacefully, their secrets intact. CTA, the MKUltra program officially ended in 1973. Officially. But projects with similar goals continued under different names. Different codes. Different lies. How do we know they ever really stopped? Subscribe if you want to uncover more government secrets they tried to bury. Because the truth is always darker than they want you to believe.